You have two sons.
Yeah.
How do you think the world is different than when you were growing up? And how do you think the world is the same?
Man, you're coming with the softball. Nice, Jess. Nice, Jess. Nice softball questions. Well, I lived in St. Louis, Missouri, and now my kids are growing up in Los Angeles, so that's culturally very different. The Midwest is very conservative. And I can remember thinking at a time that I have gay people in my family who weren't able to openly discuss their homosexuality. I feel like that's shifted, especially here in the coast. Like, I have conversations with my son all the time. He asked me one time, he saw the cover, Caitlyn Jenner. Very fair, my son saw it, and he goes, "Daddy, is that a man or a woman?" I said, "Good question." I said, "That is a woman who used to be a man." And he's like, "How's that work?" I was like, "I don't have all of the information, but like, she felt like she was a woman, but she was in a man's body, and now she gets to be a woman." And he goes, "Am I a woman?" I said, "I don't think so. I think you're a guy, right?" And he's like, and then it came into a conversation of homosexuality, and he was like, "Well, can I marry you?" I said, "That's very sweet. I appreciate that, buddy, but I'm already married to Mom, and I'm not gay. So it wouldn't work out between us. It's also a lot more complicated than you could possibly imagine." But we have those conversations.
Wow.
My mom didn't have those conversations with me, right? Like, it was a taboo sort of thing that just wasn't talked about, right? I do feel like, in terms of being African American and the way little black boys are scrutinized, I feel as if you don't get away with boys being boys the same way that you do when you're part of mainstream society. Like, the rate of suspension and expulsion for young black men is disproportionately higher than it is for their white counterparts. And as someone, and this is the first time I believe I've said this on camera, who was suspended in high school, right? It's, you're always told that somebody's watching. And that you have to be twice as good to get just as far. Haven't had that conversation with a 6-year-old just yet, but I am cognizant of the fact that people are watching, and you watch through a different prism than you watch young white boys. These are the conversations that transpire in the Brown household, if that helps to answer that question.